the best environments in all of sports. It's the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, LSU was able to bring in one of the most highly sought-after coaching candidates last season. Lane Kiffin now has an opportunity to marry his system with some of the best talent available. LSU always has great players. Can they put it all together, get back in the college football playoff picture, and contend for a national title? Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arkansas State's offense will have the football first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number one for this squad.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, Arkansas State's head coach told me bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25, they have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Wolves offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Back to pass, it's Crawford. Here's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Tigers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. He may have a matchup on the outside he can really take advantage of. A lot of teams have attacked this corner. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Running inside, it's Durham. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. And you think about guys like Quinshawn Judkins and Kejuan Lacey, they always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He will not make it to the marker. Needed 2 yards, and he stopped behind the line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Spencer. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. The Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his man down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Crawford. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Spencer. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Red Wolves go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50, the 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Oh, better look out! They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Fires it incomplete. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the 1st quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's buried. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. Tosses it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Blevin. caught behind the line. It's Watkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He wants to change this route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll run it with Caden Durham. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking downfield, it's Crawford. Got his man. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Makes the grab. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 30. Racing down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home. They'll
try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Crawford. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going long. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might have a chance. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to him again. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're bell cowed the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Levitt. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Berry. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. On target. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Tiger! Fit it in the window for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Crawford. Finds the tight end. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this QB and wide receiver, like, they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays. And if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him. Because so far, the defense has had zero answer for this 1-2 combination.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, it's Watkins. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The give to Caden Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here. Second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he puts through the extra point. And here's the return. And the returner goes down. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase.
Here's a little room there. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Crawford. Right on the money. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. They want to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. He's got the back in the middle. Oh, what a move. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Durham. There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already...
He lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able...
Makes the grab in their space. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Finds his man. It's Watkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatchett. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Red Wolves now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Cobb. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side now. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man in the middle. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. You got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Crawford. Now improvising. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarter.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Snagged out of the air. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quick release by the QB. Runs through a man. He might have space. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the...
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shot.
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The run inside. It's Hatchett. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Crawford. Right down the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Turning on the Jets. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Hatchett. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. Fires complete on the crosser. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Scanning the field, it's Crawford. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2. They're still down huge, but just working on execution. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throw to the right side. That's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. And this is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that 1st down. He's just playing above the...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The give to Caden Durham. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll try it again. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Coach Venables told me before the game, here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in, this is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And you could...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Turning it on! Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Going with the counter play here. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Slings it downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
Finding some room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the air, it's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got it in the middle. It's Cook. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself on the draw. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Quarterback running on the draw. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Wants to pass. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I don't know if anybody saw this happening. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing it. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense has done a great job in the back end and with their pass rush, making life really hard on him. But they've got no points, and it's not a surprise. I mean, they thought they would be able to find some explosive plays throwing it early. That has not been the case.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Release to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Lacy. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
And he couldn't save the down or the yardage after the intentional grounding call. It'll be second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He wants to throw it again. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the first down marker. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Myers on the move. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll rush to the line, clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try the right side. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on 3rd down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find the place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And, guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that...
Caught! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Taking it the other way.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
To the air. It's Mateer. Fires toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Caught in the backfield. It's Cunningham.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a third and long. Back to pass on second down. And the timing just a hair off.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Running inside. It's Lacy. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Sategna. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Throwing right, and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He makes a catch. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw it again. Might be looking to run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Just feeds the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Cunningham. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Throws it deep. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.